Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. In this video I want to show you everything I have gotten in 2020 for free. This is not to brag or anything, but just to show you how my minimalist life looks and that sometimes I get things for free. I pick them up at trash, I get them as birthday gifts or from friends that don't need them anymore. But this is part 2 of another video I made a few videos back where I showed you everything that I have bought in 2020 for myself. So this video is gonna be everything that has come into my life for free. And we can roughly divide these things up into 3 categories: baskets, books, and clothes. I'll just start with baskets and we'll go on from there. I'll share how I got these things, why they were for free, and explain, how all went down. If you're new here, my name is Leah. I upload videos about sustainability and minimalism, so if you're interested in these topics, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. The first basket I got in 2020 was this small basket that now hosts some of my accessories in my wardrobe. I think a scarf, sun hat, gloves, things like that. And I got this basket from a friend and she just had it in her basement and did not need it anymore. And I really fell in love with baskets in 2020, and so when I saw it and she said she did not need it anymore, I asked her if I can have it and it came into my home. I think that was just in January or February of 2020, and since then it's something that I really love having in my wardrobe because it looks so beautiful with things in it, and I love it. And the other baskets I got in 2020 for free are these 2 baskets I got for my birthday from my boyfriend. So these were just sustainably made baskets by a company called Artisan Home or something like that. I think they're from Germany, and I got them for free because they were birthday gifts from my boyfriend. In this one I keep my underwear now, and this one has all of the gift wrapping supplies in it right now. So that's how I use them, but now I took it out to show you for the video, and afterwards the things are going back in there again. So the next category we're going into is clothes. Now, in the beginning of 2020, I once went to university, I had an appointment or something, because in the whole year of 2020, I did not go to that many places, but I had one appointment, and whenever I drive to university on my bike, there's usually a spot where you can bring your old clothes, and sometimes people just bring so many clothes that the container they're supposed to go into is full, and they just put it next to it, it gets wet and things like that. And so I went by this container of clothes and I saw that there were many clothes, and usually they are shipped to Africa and destroy the clothing market there. So it's not really a sustainable or ethical thing to bring your clothes there. So usually I don't feel bad taking clothes away from there, even if that maybe is stealing, but I don't think it is, as long as I'm not taking it out of the container, as long as it's just wet, dumped next to the thing. But the things that I found there were socks. Now I think it was this pair of socks and a few other pairs of socks, and I just washed them really hot at home and then I used them. The other thing I found there was a puffer jacket that I don't have anymore. I gave it away for free again to somebody else after I realized that our trip to Mongolia was cancelled. We planned a huge trip to Mongolia in spring, but we were not able to go because of the pandemic. And so maybe I can insert you a picture of that jacket, but that is now gone again. And these were the things that I got from the trash. Other things I got for free because I made them myself are these 2 pairs of socks. And actually I think one of the wools for this pair of socks I bought in Sweden, and all the other wool I got for free because somebody gave it to me and because they did not need them anymore. So one pair of woolen socks and the other pair, they are both very warm, and I like them during winter because my feet tend to be really cold all the time. So I'm getting a lot of use out of these and did not have to pay anything but my time to make them, in order to have them in my wardrobe. Another thing that I made this year for myself is this sun hat, which just because I did not have a sun hat and I thought that that's a good item to add to my wardrobe. I have to say though that I have not used it that much because I think it's just because we did not travel, because it was impossible in 2020 or almost impossible. So I think I will get more use out of this one next year, hopefully. Another thing that I got for free because I picked it up at my mom's place in Switzerland, I was there to visit family one time this year, is that t-shirt. It was white by the time I got it, and I don't particularly like white, so I dyed it with onion skins, and it had this beautiful color, and now it faded a little bit, and I can link you the video where I talk about dyeing with onion skins and other natural things up here, so you can watch it if you're interested, and there you can see which color that had when it originally came out of the dyeing pot when it first dried. And now it faded a bit, but I still like it, and it's one of my 3 t-shirts I have in my extreme minimalist wardrobe. So yeah, that's another thing I got for free this year. And then another thing is, because I again made it, is these pairs of shorts. The fabric I got from my mom's basement. She had it there and didn't need it anymore, so I took it and made these shorts, but later realized that they are not perfect, so I decluttered them again. I have them still with me because I was not able to like declutter them or bring them somewhere responsibly, so I still have them. I'm waiting for like a clothing swap or something like that, or for thrift stores to open back up, or just to not be overwhelmed with the things they get, so I can bring it somewhere where actually somebody can use it again. Another thing I got this year for free when it comes to clothing things is this woolen sweater. It's like a beautiful, very warm woolen sweater. It's green. I think you can't really tell from the camera, but it's like a dark green, and I got it for free because it was my boyfriend's and he decluttered it. And last year when he decluttered it, I thought like it's too big for me, I won't be able to wear it. That's why I did not bring it into my wardrobe. And now this year I realized that I might still want to try it, and I tried it and I love it, and now I have it in my wardrobe again. It was still in our decluttered pile, but still in our house because we were not able to like declutter it responsibly because of the pandemic. Another thing I got this year is this scarf made by my grandma, and she sent it to me as a small gift, just with a sweater for my son she made as well. And so it's a scarf I have in my wardrobe. I did not wear it that many times, and I'm still thinking about how often I'll wear it, how to use it exactly, but a very sweet gift for me, so I have it in my wardrobe, a self-made scarf from my grandma. The other thing, I don't know really if I should count them to free items, are these beautiful loungewear pieces from Organic Basics. I have this like tencel shorts and this tencel t-shirt. I love the colors, I love the fit, I love everything about these pieces, and I got them as PR samples, and I showed them in a video, in a like wardrobe update video. I can link you up here as well. If you're interested in buying pieces from Organic Basics, which I can highly recommend because they are such a good, transparent, sustainable and ethical brand, which with like high quality clothing items and underwear, I can really recommend it. And I will put a link down below where you can get 10% off if you use my code, or if you just use that link. So this will be an affiliate link, which I am thankful if you use it, if you need something. Of course, if you don't need anything, don't buy anything. But just so you know, I did not have to pay for these things, but still I had to like pay in work. Like I made the video, did the research and things like that. So they were kind of for free, but also they were, part of an agreement, part of a partnership where I had to do something as well, so not totally for free. And then we move on to the last category of books. Now, all of these books were things I got for my birthday and for Christmas. I don't know if you know, I do not own any books. I mean, that sounds strange if I show you the mountain of books I have here. I'll link you a video up here where I talk more about why I do not own any books. But that said, I have all these books and they are all still in my house. Usually people buy books for me, and I really enjoy reading. I love reading, so I'm always very thankful if people buy me books, and then I read them and afterwards I declutter them. Now, for most of these books, these were books that I got for my birthday and for Christmas, but my boyfriend wants to read them as well. So usually if I'm done reading, I ask him if he wants to read them as well, and if he wants, then I put it into his bookshelf, and if not, I declutter them. And that is absolutely not a way to like cheat, because he can really do with these books whatever he wants. I don't care, and I will declutter them. I will bring them to the bookshelf, to like an open bookshelf where people can take book for free if he has read them, if he does not want to read them. They are not mine anymore, and I most likely won't read them again. And if I want to read them, I will like buy them again, or of course if my boyfriend still wanted to keep them, I will read them from his bookshelf. But usually I get books, I read them, and then I declutter them again, because really like 99% of the books I do not want to read again, and I do not see any value in having them at my house on a bookshelf when I don't want to read them again. Now my boyfriend has a book collection, so he does make this decision for the books he still wants to read. When he has read them, then of course it's his decision what to do with them. I give them to him, but I detach from them. They are not mine anymore. It's completely his decision what to do with these books afterwards. But that's why still all of these books are in my house. At least I think these are all the books I got in 2020, and he wanted to read all of the ones that I got for my birthday and the one I got for Christmas. I still haven't read all of them. So what I got is these two books. I really like this like series of Rivers of London, and it's like fantasy with wizards and things, but in our modern world. I really like these, and my boyfriend I think has given the whole, like all of the books to me that are written by him and that like are in this universe. And so I just got them one by one, read them, and usually he wants to keep them afterwards, so I give them to him. And then another thing that I have gotten for my birthday is this book. It's about like people, racism, about how we think we're good but we're not, how we live our lives and try to lie to ourselves. It was a really good book, but it's in German, so yeah. And then I got 3 books about racism. I read 2 of those. They were interesting, learned some new things. I am currently reading the 3rd one that I got for Christmas. I just think 2020 especially, and from now on hopefully more and more, we should all educate ourselves on unjust things that happen in our world, on racism, on just inequalities and things that need to change in order that all of us have the same chances at succeeding and be happy in life. So I think it is really important to also support the authors, read their books, learn something new, and just to become a better person. Of course, I always and have always believed that all people deserve equal chances. And so not everything was new for me in these books, because I have tried to be anti-racist and do something against racism for many years, but still I learned a lot of new things this year and from these books as well. So I highly recommend you read them. This is like a German one again. This is Me and White Supremacy, and this is How to Be an Anti-Racist. And yeah, I think there are many more. There are so many Instagram accounts and other free resources to educate yourself. And yeah, I think it's a very, very important topic. And even though these books are not always fun to read, because it's like, of course, the nature of the subject, it's like so horrible. It's also, of course, not nice discovering things that you have maybe not known, where you unwillingly contributed to a racist system. So yeah, I think I like reading these books just because I think it's super, super important. And then the last 2 books I got were 2 books about cooking. The one is for a baking book, like bread baking book, and the other is called Forest Cooking Book. And they're just there are just a lot of like recipes with herbs and things you can collect outdoors. And yeah, so these two I actually like kept, or like I put into our kitchen, and we will go through them. But after a while, I think we will know which recipes we really like. We will know the recipes by heart, or we write them down in our like own recipe book where we have some recipes, and then I declutter these as well so that somebody else can use them and learn from them, because I don't need to keep these super heavy books if maybe 80% of the recipes somehow are not things that I'm cooking. I think that has already been everything. These have been all the things that came into my life for free because I got them from different sources where I just did not have to pay anything to get these. I always love like dumpster diving when it comes to things that are still valuable, and I remember in Sweden we got so many things for free. I got like some sweaters for my boyfriend, a frying pan, just a lot of different things that were just by the garbage house where we had to dispose of our garbage. Here in Germany, or especially where I live, not many people get rid of still like valuable things, but I think whenever I understand if some people do not like that, if some people think that's dirty, that's I don't know, but I think it's still a good way to be super sustainable and use up things that other people did not think they need anymore, but that can still be used. Also, I want to say something to presents, even though I have talked about gift giving and presents in my video I made with showing you all the things that I got for my birthday, that I will link you up here. But I think as a minimalist or as a person in general, we all have to find a solution for ourselves. So you could see that like half of the things that I've shown you that I got for free this year are things that I got as presents for my birthday or for Christmas. And I still have not told the people in my life to stop giving me presents. Maybe I am going to do that in the future, but I think as long as we find a balance of like something, so if they enjoy giving me things and if I enjoy receiving these things, like mostly books or things my boyfriend liked, the baskets, he knew I wanted to have these baskets, then I still think it's a beautiful ritual if both parties are like agreeing with it and think that's the best option. Of course, I don't need any presents. There are really not many things that material things that would make my life better. And also, as you could see, like I have gotten all these books, I read all these books, I enjoyed reading all these books, but then I declutter them because I really don't need to keep them. I think it's always okay to get rid of birthday gifts or Christmas gifts if you don't use them anymore, because I'm sure the one that gave you the present was not intending to put a burden on you to make you feel bad, but for you to enjoy the present, and then it's yours. You can decide what to do with it in the future. I hope I don't hurt anybody if anybody watches these videos that know that gives me presents. But that's just what I do for myself, to have like the best experience of life and to also share these things with other people, because I think the books, it's really wonderful how I can put these books into these bookshelves where everybody can take a book if they want to read one, and so more people can enjoy them, because the system works really, really well where I live. Usually if I put books into one of these open bookshelves, a week later all of the books are gone and different books are in there. I also sometimes take books out of these like free open bookshelves and read them to later put them in again. And I think it's just a wonderful system to share a bit more of the resources that we have to live more sustainably. Let me know how you handle that, and if you do sometimes get things for free, if you get things from friends, pick them up somewhere for free, or what you get as presents, if you do give presents to the people in your life, or if you stopped doing this ritual. Also let me know if you have other things you'd like to see on my channel, and if you want to see more videos right now, you can click the video or the playlist that I have linked you right here, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!